Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Brazil, to Monster Sport Recife. I am hyped up on the strongest coffee I think I've ever had in my life. We start the league season today, the Serie A we're going to call it because that's what it says. I know it's not Italian, but that's what it says. We play Bahia, Atletico Mineiro and Santos in this opening episode. Well, I say opening episode. In the opening games of the season in this episode, we drew the first leg of the Cup final against Confianca. 2-all. Click the wrong button there we go. 2-all here in the regional championship. We were 2-0 down. Goals just after half time by Nearly and Italo Melo gave them the lead. MT came off the bench to score and then set up Rodrigo in what was a defining performance. We went with a slightly weaker team. We didn't play well, but again, it is one of those where it is playing away from home seems to be such a big difference. Like I said in the previous episode, whether it's the altitude difference or what, I know it exists in real life, and I know they try and translate as much of that over to the game as they possibly can, but some of it is absolutely ridiculous. Also, apologies, last episode I got the wrong skin on and left it on for the whole episode, so yeah, it'll look a little bit out of place. Obviously I wanted to make it look slightly different to the Road to Glory series that we're doing. Check that out. Now this series is up and running, the plan is going to be 3 nights a week in Brazil, 3 nights a week in Stockport. It'll probably be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in Stockport, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday over here in Brazil. That'll probably be the game plan going forward. That leaving Saturday mornings open, where we're going to try and get back to doing the weekly experiments on Saturday mornings at 10:30. Anyway, all the housekeeping done. I don't think there's any business to really talk about. Let me just double check. Yeah, last player to come in was Wellington Tim, the left fullback. In terms of players going out, a few more players have gone out. Lucas Andre, Carlos Eduardo went out late on. I think David Leonardo had already gone. A bunch of players. Carlos Eduardo was a goalkeeper. He's gone to Nashville for £300,000. I thought we've got so many good goalkeepers. I thought it was probably the best thing to do. So we play Bahia, and I've Google translated it. Well, Google how to pronounce it, and I'm pretty sure it's Bahia. It is the first game of the episode. It is going to be the full game of the episode. Just before we get into it, we will. Why do I not know what buttons to press today? Right, so season preview. They are predicted to finish in 19th. Only Chapecoense are below them. I know Chapecoense because they were the team that had the plane crash. They're 2001. They're the only team to be below Bahia, so it's a good chance to get us off the board. Obviously after that we play Atletico Mineiro, who are second favourites, and then Santos, who are 7th favourites. Those will just both be highlight packages, but it'd be nice to start with a win for sure. This is the team that we are going to go with. So it's going to be Melson in goal. The back four is going to be Wellington Tim, Rafael Tahir, Sabino and Ezekiel. In front of them in the defensive midfield role is going to be Hamilton. The midfield duo is going to be Harrison and Caceres. Out on the left is going to be Vanegas. On the right is going to be Everton Felipe. And up front is going to be Rodrigo. Maybe Harrison and Hamilton weren't the strongest in the positions available, but both have had such a good form in the build-up in the state and regional league. 7.42 and 7.46. Also, both of them are training. Well, Harrison has played 7.66. Both of them have been training ridiculously as well. I think Harrison's been training at like a 9 or something like that. Just quickly show you 9.45. Hamilton's been training at a 9.2. That is part of the reason they have got their spots in this side. So we're going to get into the first game of the Campeonato Brasileiro Serie A, and let's hopefully get a win and get us off the board. We've had such a good pre-season with the State League. We're in a prime position to win the Regional League. Let's go and start the season like we mean business. Teams make their way onto the pitch. Team huddles as well. The ground looks half full, I suppose. Not a great turnout. I would have hoped for slightly better. We are 10 minutes into this game now. Ezekiel has a throw in on the far side into Everton Felipe. Ball crossing. Inacio heads it away. Harrison can pick it up. He goes back out to Ezekiel. All the way back to Sabino. Him and Hamilton play a little 1-2 and a nice little triangle passes. Harrison drops deep. Everton Felipe now. Can he run towards the ball? He's got a little bit of space. Squares into the box for Harrison. He's got to find the ball into Vanegas. Back to Everton Felipe. And it's 1-0. Everton Felipe's first league goal. 10th goal overall this season. And we lead 10 minutes into the first game of the season. Lovely, well worked move. Everton Felipe on the right hand side. He squared it into the box for Harrison. He got it across towards the penalty for Vanegas. And Everton Felipe just continued his run into the box. Fires in with his left foot, beats the goalkeeper at the near post, 1-0. What a great start that is to this game. As immediately Wellington Tim gets that ball to Hamilton, who gets it out to Vanegas. Wellington Tim once again goes all the way back to Rafael Tahir, and now Hamilton, who sitting just in front of that defence. 16 years of age, not long turned 16. He looks really assured in the games he's played so far. Looks like he might be the first real star of this save. Rafael Tahir now picks it back up into Caceres. Rodrigo, who again looks promising. We've got the guy, I think it's Gomez, with 15 finishing out on loan. He'll be one we look to. Vanegas has got him behind there, pulls it back into his right foot, pulls it back for Harrison, hits the post. Rodrigo, empty net, puts it in. It's going to count. I thought for a second the way they celebrated that the goal wasn't going to start. Oh wait, we've got VAR in the league. Okay, so the ball goes into Vanegas. He pulls it back to Harrison. Rodrigo's clearly onside. Clearly. Yeah, goal stands. I mean, he looked onside from the get-go. Is that Hugo Rodallega they've got up front? Sorry, get distracted. It is Hugo Rodallega. Just check it. I know it's a stupid thing to say, but just check it's the same Hugo Rodallega that played for Wigan, because some of these players obviously are doubly named. As Everton Felipe, free kick about 30 yards out, hit the woodwork and no one can follow that in. Ignacio goes back to the goalkeeper and it's cleared away. And we have started like an absolute house on fire here as Ezekiel looks for Sabino. Back to Ezekiel, infield to Harrison, Everton Felipe into Rodrigo, who's dropped deep once again. Hamilton with that ball over the top, and Douglas Burrell can head it back to the goalkeeper, and it's fired long, but Sabino once again can collect it into Hamilton, out to Everton Felipe, and it goes back to Ezekiel now. Nice little passage of play. Hamilton looks so assured on the ball. I tell I'm absolutely fawning over him here in this first league game. Ball to Everton Felipe, dinks it over the goalkeeper, 2-0, just over half an hour left. Everton Felipe with his second goal of the game, 3-0, and that was a fantastic ball. Who played that ball? It came back to Tahir. Caceres picks it up, and it's Caceres, what a fantastic ball. It's a great first touch from Felipe, he set himself nicely. Keeper went down far too easy in my opinion, and Everton Felipe just having the cheek to dink the ball over him. 3-0, what a start this has been. Are we the only team playing today? Surely not, because we're the only team winning according to the league. Hamilton in Caceres, who's got behind his man. Rodrigo drops deep once again. Vanegas comes in, switches it out to Everton Felipe, takes it down, looking for the hat trick. Is he onside? I hope he is. It's going to be another VAR check, I think. Flag stayed down. It's a great switch ball. I think this means it's going to count. Caceres out to Vanegas, took a touch. Right foot, he just chips it into the path of Everton Felipe, took it down. Great finish at the nearest post. And do we know if it's standing? He's offside, isn't he? I think they've got that wrong. I think that was offside. Everton Felipe gets a first half hat trick. 4-0. We lead here. Happy with our passing so far. Let's have more of that. That is, I mean, I'm convinced he was offside there. How many subs do we get in the league, do we know? I think it's time to make the first batch of changes. Nonetheless, I think Kiara Stanley's going to get a game. MT is also going to get a game. We're going to take off the hero so far, Everton Felipe. Make a double change there on 56 minutes. Just take it easy now, I think. Sabino looks a little bit tired. Rafael Tahir is also on a yellow card, so we might bring both centre backs there. MT's got him behind it on the right hand side. Pulls it back towards Harrison. Can he get the shot away? It's forced out wide, but he gets to the ball and pulls it back to Hamilton. Hits it from distance, and Hamilton with his 6th goal of the season, the 16-year-old who has been a sensation, I've got to be honest, playing that defensive midfield role. The two youngsters linking up. Harrison held onto the ball, looked like he was going to be forced wide, managed to get to the ball and pulled it back, and Hamilton first time smashes it into the corner of the goal. 5-0. just over an hour played. What a start this is to the league season. We've had 6 shots on target. We've scored 5 goals. And we're going to see if we can change both centre-backs. Fabio Alamo and Chico will be the 2 if we can. We can make 2. So I'm guessing we're 5 subs in the league. Vanegas now with the corner. In swinger. Kira Stanley heads against the bar. What a good chance that was. Okay, his first league goal of the season. And we just look ruthless today. I don't know if this is indicative of how bad Bahia are. As Stanley gets in behind, can he put it back? Goes down. I don't think that's a penalty. I think that's going to be a free kick. It was definitely a foul, definitely a push in the back, but I think Kira Stanley had just moved outside of the box. We're going to find out now though. No penalty. As expected, there'll be a free kick literally right on the line. Vanegas chips it in and it's cleared away. Poor choice of free kick there, really. We're going to make the 5th and final sub. It is going to be... We're going to take Hamilton off. Got the goal. Nicholas Watson is going to come on. I don't know whether we can make another one. Going to try. No, 5 subs is the limit. Hamilton, 16 years of age, had a fantastic game. Got a goal for himself as well. He'll come off the pitch, replaced by Watson. As we go into the final 5 minutes of the game now, all done and dusted. We've got a 1.28 XG and we've scored 5 goals. That says all you need to say about the quality of goals we've scored today. Fantastic performance. Malson 7.5, Ezekiel and Wellington Tim 7.3 and 7.5. Hamilton with a 7.7, Everton Felipe with an 8.6. He got a hat-trick. I think he should have had a higher rating if I'm completely honest. Vanegas, who got 2 assists, he gets an 8.4. Brilliant performance. I thought MT did a little bit better than a 6.5 since he came on. But what a start to the season that is. And hopefully we can continue this against a league favourite in Atletico Mineiro. Hamilton has become the youngest ever Serie A goal scorer at 16 years and 81 days. New record. Like I say, we look at him here. He's got 12 acceleration. He's got 11 natural fitness, 11 pace, 11 stamina, determination 17. Right-footed player. A lot of numbers just below the 10 mark here. His first touch, his passing, his tackling are all pretty good. If we move into that defensive midfield role on support, so his first touch is good, his passing is good, his tackling is good. Marking needs a little bit of improvement. Work rate's good, teamwork is good, positioning maybe a touch on that. Same with the aggression, the composure and the concentration. But he's a pretty well-rounded player at the moment, especially at 16. I mean, if this was a 24-year-old we're looking at, maybe not. But as a 16-year-old, pretty well-rounded. Looks like he could be such a good player. Valued between 75k and 3.3 million. He's definitely on the 3.3 million side for me. His contract info, he has £2 million release clause for domestic clubs and a £10 million release clause for foreign clubs. I'm hoping we can reach that at some point. Like I say, £350 a week. He has started absolutely fantastically here at Monster Sport Recife. So 2 changes for the away trip to Atletico Mineiro. We have brought in Yuathon at right back for Ezekiel. We have brought Pedro Neresi in for Caceres, for Blas Caceres. And that's it, just the 2. Yuathon and Pedro Neresi are the 2 that come in. Hopefully we can continue this. It's an away game, so we've got to be cautious. Yeah, and we've got to be a little bit aware that maybe we aren't going to pick up as many results as we think we are away from home. And maybe we're going to pick up more results than we think we are at home. So let's get into it. First away game of the season, second game of the season, second game of the episode. Let's get into it. Atletico Mineiro versus Monster Sport Recife. Let's go. Severino gets the ball. It's Vargas, and Eduardo Vargas scores 10 minutes into this game. It was a free kick from the left-hand side, put in with the right foot of Severino, and Vargas free, 8 yards out, just side foots it in. Points to the back of his shirt as he runs off to celebrate. We have been outclassed here in these first 10 minutes or so. Really not going to the game. That's a poor goal as well to concede. Rodrigo tackled by Rebello. Mariano now into Nacho. Savarino back to Mariano. Back into Savarino. He goes to Mariano and back to Rebello once again. Into Gier. They're knocking around. They're knocking around like we do at home. Savarino looks like ball through for Hulk. Hulk finishes. It is 2-0. Going to count. I thought for a second there might be a hint of offside. Sometimes the celebrations on this game really do throw me with lack of celebration. But Savarino gets his second assist. Great through ball. Our Hulk was miles onside. Good finish. Beats the goalkeeper. 2-0 here. Savarino again. Rafael Tahir cuts that out though, and it goes all the way back to Mailson, back to Tahir, into Pedro Neresi. Looks for Vanegas, inside left channel. Finds Rodrigo. Two men getting past him on the right hand side. He gives it back to Vanegas, so pulls it onto his right foot, pulls it infield to Neresi, squares it. Harrison with a strike over the bar. Good effort. I thought that was just going to nestle in the top corner there. Our first real chance of the game, and we go in at half time 2-0 down after being absolutely dominated here in the first half. Free kick here. Savarino looks that ball in, headed away. Vargas running away from goal, picks it up though, under a little bit of pressure, but he gives it to Joe, who's free in that left wing position. Back to Saracho, tackled by Harrison now. Can we counter attack? Into Pedro Neresi. He drives over halfway, ball out to the left and MT. What can he do now? Got a little bit of space. Can he get the crossing? Pulls it back, gives it to Wellington Tim. It's a poor ball. All momentum has been lost now. Hamilton though, over the top. Kieran Stanley, is he onside? Going to go to a VAR check. The flag didn't go up. That is a great finish from Kieran Stanley. We're going to check the goal now. Goal disallowed. Offside. How far offside was he? Ball into Hamilton. He's away offside. It's a good ball. It's a good touch on the chest and a great finish there with his left foot. Not going to count though. And we still haven't had a shot on target here in this game. Harrison with the ball in, headed away. Hamilton can get it back in. Rafael Tahir flicks it down to Thiago Lopez. Thiago Lopez over the bar. Mariano into Tish. Back to Nacho. Nacho coming in field, getting away from his man. Thiago Lopez cuts it out though. Harrison now fires it long. Goalkeeper, I thought he was going to come out to it there. Everson there clears it away. Flick on. And there was no reaction there from the defender, Uethon, but he wins it back off Vargas. And him and Thiago Lopez, between them, can get it to the defender. And now Hamilton into Harrison. Played forward. Alonso can hook it clear though. And he's taken down by MT into Pedro Neresi. Wellington Tim yet again. Infield to Rafael Tahir. He gives it to Hamilton inside the centre circle. Harrison now into Kieran Stanley. Good through ball for Pedro Neresi, and Pedro Neresi gets a goal back. 2-1 midway through the second half. That was a lovely bit of play from back to front. Rafael Tahir into Hamilton. He composed, gives it into Harrison. First time ball into Kieran Stanley. Takes a touch and he sees the run of Pedro Neresi. And a first time finish probably is what does the goalkeeper there. It's 2-1 and we have a chance of maybe getting something with the last 20 minutes to go. Arana now throw in the right fullback position. Goes back to Jer. Harrison went for the tackle there. Goes into Nacho, into Tish. Out to Mariano here on the right hand side. Back into Savarino. Back to Mariano. He gets across in. Vargas with the finish. There's a hint of offside there. That's going to be another check. I feel like these Brazilian referees haven't got a clue at the moment. That one is awarded though. 3-1. Mariano with the assist. He laid it into Savarino. Got the ball back. The cross was hit. Vargas got away from his man. Who was that marking him there? Uethon. That's two little mistakes he has made. He appeals for the offside. Wasn't to be. No, clearly onside. Uethon just let him run past him. And Vargas with a simple finish. 3-1. So disappointing to see that goal. The stats don't show it, but I thought we were going to maybe get back into it as Harrison goes back to Uethon now. Hopefully he can be better going forward than he is defending at the moment, because he's made a couple of little mistakes now that have let the Mineiro forwards in. Rafael Tahir now in the centre circle goes all the way back to Malson, and it's fired out to the left fullback position, and Wellington Tim into MT, who's gone past his man, gives him full to Neresi. Kieran Stanley, is he onside? I think he is. Gives it back to MT, and it's fired in. It's 3-2, and we're back within a goal. 15 minutes to play here in this game. That was excellent work there. Kieran Stanley did fantastically, as did MT. Went past his man there, pulled it back into Neresi. His first time ball into Stanley, took a touch, was way too wide, pulled it back, and MT was there from about 10 yards to fire it beyond the goalkeeper. It's 3-2. And we're going to go into the final 5 minutes of stoppage time, and it's going to finish 3-2. It's a decent performance in terms of 7 shots, 2 on target. We were outclassed in the first half. We pulled ourselves back into it. Good performance. The 3 changes we've made, Kieran Stanley and MT putting in great performances there up front. So as you can see, Everton, Felipe, Rodrigo and Vanegas did nothing in the time they were on the pitch. I think that means these 3 are probably going to start the next game. It's the first defeat of this save. A disappointing one, but I think we've come up against a very good side there. But if we're going to hold our own with Mineiro in their home ground, we have got a chance of doing very, very well this season. Third and final game of this episode. Changes have been made as well. Malson is in goal. Hernandez comes in at left back. Rafael Tahir and Sabino continue at centre-backs. Uathun is going to go back out and be replaced by Ezekiel. Uathun's fitness is a little bit questionable at the moment. The midfield trio, defensive midfielder is Watson, Caceres and Neresi are the two central midfielders. Then we play MT and Thiago Lopez. Swap them around because I got them around. And Kira Stanley plays up front. MT and Kira Stanley had great games after coming off the bench last time. Thiago Lopez played better than what Vanegas did and Everton Felipe, so that's why he's in the side. And hopefully they can do something from the start of this game. Changes to be made now because we've played a couple of games in quick succession. We've got another quite important game in that regional cup final, which I want to win because I want to win the trophy. So resting a few players, tweaking the side slightly. So let's get into it. Last game of the episode, Montesport Recife against Santos. We're at home. Let's see how we do against Santos, who are predicted to finish, I think it was in 7th. Let's go. So Santos lost their first game. It's Kaikino and Pirani out to Jonathan. Felipe Jonathan down the left-hand side, looking to get the cross in. Does, and Malson can collect that comfortably, no real pressure on it. And hang on to the ball for a little while here and rolls it out to Sabino. I thought he was going to go long. And I was like, well, this is not how we play. So I was, getting a little bit questionable. Ezekiel tries to fire that ball over. MT's going to get there. I thought Kiarostani was going to chase it, but MT gets there, crosses in. Kiarostani shot blocked, and Kaiki can help get it away. And Marcus Leonardo now. Lucas Braga into Ivani. A great challenge there from Sabino, and Hernandez out to MT on this near side, and that is that. And like I say, as it stands, we're 4 points from 3 games. We're only half an hour into this game, but we just want to get some points on the board. Santos, who lost their opening game of the season by 2 goals, looking at this, -2. Red Bull Bragantino are 0-2 at the moment as well as it stands. Chapecoense have got a point. Half time here in a very, very dull game. 0-0 as it stands. Ezekiel ball in, headed away. MT heads it in, and I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but MT has got the goal. Kira Stanley's got the assist. I want to see that again. Ezekiel with the throw in here into Watson. He gets the cross in. It's kicked against Kira Stanley, and it just falls onto the head of MT, who nods it in from about 6 yards. You're not going to score a more fortunate goal than that. Sanchez puts the ball in. Kaiki with the shot. It's blocked. Forced out wide. Tackle goes in, and it's a corner kick over on the far side now, and that will be taken by Sanchez. He whips it in with his right foot. Kaiki goes up for it, but Sabino heads it away from him. Pirani now. Thiago Lopez flies in with the challenge, and it's out for a throw in there on the far side to Santos. We have been okay in the first half. Not many nothing really happened in the first half. Never mind, not many chances. Santos, who lost the opening game of the season, losing here as well. Also, Red Bull Bragantino, we noticed as well. They are losing in their second game as Rafael Tia got plenty of space to run into. Ball into MT, fires it against the post. I thought for all the world that was going to be in. Remains 1-0, 25 minutes to play. Angelo, infield there to Luis Enrique. Leo Baptista hits the shot, and I thought that was going to sneak in for a second there. Malson tips it round the post, and now Telson gets the ball in. It's headed in by Maicon Roque, and it's 1-1. That's a poor goal to concede. Santos get the equaliser with 15 minutes to play. Telson with the ball in, and Maicon Roque with the header into the top corner. Why the man on the line doesn't jump, I'll never know. But 10 minutes to go. It's 1-1. Into the 4 minutes of stoppage time here. We're going to start the season with a win, a draw and a defeat. Not the end of the world for this side. A game we were better in. It does seem that the home games we're going to have to really make count in this save. Kira Stanley had a good game. Got the assist 7 rating for him. Everton Felipe did okay after coming off the bench. He got a 6.8. Thiago Lopez 7.1. MT 7.3. And the centre backs Rafael Tahia and Sabino getting 7 and 7.1. So not a bad performance from the boys. We're going to just quickly look at the league table, and then we'll decide when we're going to come back for the next episode. So first 3 games, league table looks like this. We are in 5th place, a win, a draw and a defeat. 4 points, plus 4 goal difference. Mineiro are top, unbeaten in the 3 games. Sao Paulo, Grêmio and Internacional are the teams in between us and top spot. We're at the top of a bunch of teams. Corinthians, Ceará, Fluminense and Fortaleza have got 3 points actually. we beat Fortaleza as well. I didn't see them, but we beat them in the regional championships in the semi-final, I believe it was. So not bad there. We're just looking. Everton Felipe's got 3 goals in the league. Kieran Stanley's got 6 goals in the state championship. Got 2 in the cup, and Everton Felipe has got 6 goals in the regional championship. So those are our top goal scorers across it. I mean, Kieran Stanley was our top-rated player in the state championship as well. So we've got it. Also, we play Santos in a 2-legged affair, and we've shown that we can hang with them. So we do have a chance of maybe progressing past the 3rd round. It's not all doom and gloom looking at this. And finally, before we end, we're going to look at when we're going to come back. And I have seen straight away, it is very, very obvious where we're going to come back. We're going to come back for 3 games. It's going to be Red Bull Bragantino. That is going to be the full match next time out. We're then going to play America and then Corinthians in a triple header, same as what we've done today. We've got the cup after that, Santos, Palmeiras, and then Santos again in the 2 legs of the cup. We're going to skip through those games though. It's a big game. It's the energy drink derby. Red Bull Bragantino versus MONSTERKIDS de Recife. And it's a game that we've all been waiting for. And I cannot wait to get for that. So between that, we've got the Northeast Regional Final 2nd leg against Confianca. We've got Juventude, Flamengo and Internacional in the 3 league games between them. Hopefully we can pick up some points and go into that Red Bull Bragantino game in good form. They have started the season, by the way. 2 games, 2 defeats, -2 goal difference. So it's definitely there for us to win. If you've enjoyed today's episode, if you've enjoyed us finally starting the league season, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time where it is the energy drink derby, MONSTERKIDS de Recife versus Red Bull Bragantino. It's been the game that we've all been waiting for. Thank you, bye.